And how do you also see the opposition party in your state? Because they're always on the paper, on the piece of papers every day talking about.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I honestly, I see opposition as positive. I don't see opposition as negative. Yeah, if I'm a governor, there is no opposition, I'll create one myself. The opposition keeps you on your toes. A lot of your accolades, a lot of your aides and supporters come to you. They lie to you. They praise you for what you have not even done. But if you have opposition, they'll be able to tell you the truth. You'll be able to know your position, among the people. So if there is no opposition, you are living in a fool's paradise. So it's let opposition be, encourage opposition. And I'm talking of responsible and robust opposition. The kind of opposition Awolowo used to give in those days, when it would come up with facts and figures and present it in a very classy and robust manner that you yourself will look at it and say, look, this man meant well for the polity, meant well for the society. That's the kind of opposition I'm talking about. So nobody should be, antagonistic of opposition. That is opposition that is of this kind. Yeah.
Okay. How do you also see how easy was it for you to settle in as a politician coming from the outside? I mean,
it was tough. It was tough, and it is still tough for me. Coming from my career as journalist, there are quite a lot of things, that came to me as a shock. I mean, I tend to say my mind. Politicians don't say their mind. If they don't like you, they will say, you are the best, you are my best friend. But when I don't like you, I'll tell you I don't like you. When you are lazy and you are not working and you want to put all of your problems on me, I'll tell you, go and get a work, go and get a life. That you are the one that make politicians steal money that I cannot steal and I will not steal, to satisfy you. They don't like such matters. They like to be deceived. If you come to me to ask for money and I don't have, I will tell you I don't have. I was in Abuja one day. A young man called me. He said, where are you? He said, he's in Lagos. What are you doing in Lagos? He said, Mulo, Shibado the weekend me. Can you please send money for me to travel down from Lagos back to Ado? You went to Lagos to have fun over the weekend, and you now want me to send you money to pay your way back. I told him off. That look, this man, go and get a life. You should be on the farm on the weekend, cultivating, and then getting to the market the following week and all of that. You are in Lagos enjoying. You are now asking me, because I'm your to come and pay your way back to Ekiti after enjoying over the weekend. Politicians don't enjoy that. They don't like that. They think that you should cussle up to them, you should pamper them, you should, lie to them. I don't know how to do that. And perhaps that is informed by my background as a journalist and not as a politician. Yeah.
I've always known you to be very passionate about Ekiti. And I know that you wrote an article not too long ago where you explained your background growing up and all of that. Can you share with us what explains your being passionate about Ekiti?
Yeah, because I was born there. My parents were born there. My grandparents came from there. I was trained there. I had my primary school, secondary schooling in Ekiti. I was part of the street. I grew up on the street, following masquerades, playing local games, going to farm with my granddad, hunting rabbits in the on the farm and all of that. So I had a very, very interesting upbringing in Ekiti. I was part of the folklore and all of that. I could sing the local song. The proverbs are always on my lips and all of that. So, and my father was a community person. You want to bring, you want to elect a new king. He is there as part of decision makers. You want to have a new leader of the market, a new imam in the mosque and all of that, a new chief. He was always part of it. If another dies and they want to elect another one, and somebody who is not educated want to be another, he said, no. At this time, we cannot have another educated Oba and all of that. So I grew up seeing all of that, and that itself gave me the passion and love for Ekiti State. Apart from the environment itself, the beauty of the hills, the forests and all of that, the nature that, among which I grew up, that itself fascinated me so much. And each time I'm there, I live my best. I feel That is where I should be all of the time. And I'm very anxious now to retire and go and live back, in the Ekiti state. So it's a very beautiful place. All that we need to do is to be able to engage the young ones, get them off the streets, let them earn a living. As it stands now, 90% of young people in Ekiti are not productive. They don't have anything to engage them. They're unemployed. And that's, I'm a sadist. Each time I go there, we need to mobilize them. They are talented, they are intelligent. But again, these are people who will look up to the government to give them direction, to assist them, to realize themselves. And that is what I've been saying to people, that there is much that can be done. I mean, if you go to Ekiti, less than 5% of the land in Ekiti is cultivated. I actually measured it.
Less than 5%.
Less than 5%. People have subsistence farming, 500 heaps of yam, 1,000 heaps of yam, a farm with about 1 acre, 2 acres here and there. In fact, today, if you go to Ekiti, most of the food production done in Ekiti is done by the Gedes from Benue State. It's done by the Biras from Kogi State. An average Ekiti man doesn't farm again. An average Ekiti person, claims to be a politician. You come out of school, you have no job, then you ask, what do you do? I'm a politician. Politician for what? That kind of thing. That for me, there is no economic activity there, beyond petrol station and hotel here and there. You don't find anything there. The only big private enterprise in the Ekiti state is Afebabala University. That's the only thing. You can't find an industry employing 50 people in the whole of Ekiti state. No. So we need to, as educated indigenes, to use our brain, to create wealth in that state. And it's possible. The land is fertile. We have proximity to Lagos. We have proximity to Abuja. So if we sit down and think and act properly, we can build a state that will be of pride to us. Because again, it's a small place. From one end of the Ekiti to the other, you can drive in 1 hour. We are also homogeneous. All of us are Ekiti. We speak the same dialect of Yoruba language. So it's not like
I can't hear you.
Ogun State. I said we are homogeneous in the Ekiti state. We speak the same dialect of Yoruba. It's not like in your state, Ogun, where you have Ijebu, you have Egba, you have Egbado, you have Remo and all of that. No, Ekiti is Ekiti. And what is our population? Yeah, maybe a little above 1 million, that kind of. So we are very small. We can use Ekiti as an experiment for a developed corner of Nigeria. That is how much I'm passionate about the place. Yeah.
But are you saying farming is about the only industry that can thrive there? I'm just wondering.
Education can thrive. ICT can thrive. Education can thrive. Okay. Yeah, and when you talk about farming, you can also process, agricultural products. For example, a large chunk of the cocoa that Awolowo tapped on to develop the Southwest in those days used to come from Ekiti. Hardly could you find any big cocoa plantation in Ekiti now. If you can renew those old farms and cultivate new ones, then we can have a cocoa processing plant. That's an industry. And other things can spin off from all of those plants. Same thing for yam. You can grow yam. You can take the moisture out, package it, and take to Europe and America, to feed millions of Africans who are living in those countries. You can have, a center where you train young people in ICT, in writing codes, in writing applications and all of that. So, but you need to be passionate. You need to be really interested in developing the place to be able to do all of these things. When growing up, there was a big ranch of cattle in Ado Ekiti. We all go there to look at those animals as if we go on excursion. It was a special breed brought in then from the Niger Republic, and they were so beautiful, grazing on a lush ground and all of those things. Then there was local production of milk, local production of meat. All of that disappeared. There was a textile industry in Ado Ekiti, where you have, young men and women riding bicycle early in the morning to go to work and then coming together in the afternoon, leaving work and then exchanging, with other sets of people. All of that were there in those days. But suddenly we have lost all of these things, you know. There was a technical school in that town that produced artisans and all of those. That technical school is dead. You know, we need to renew all of these things, bring them back, and bring back good life to our people. Our people never begged. You know, if you go out, your mother will tell you don't take food from anybody. You know, but these days you find people on the street who are begging for food. You know, that wasn't the case in the past. That wasn't the case.
Thank you very much. As we round up, what will be your message to Nigerians and those watching you now in terms of having faith in the country and all of that?
Well, honestly, I would say that we have no other country than Nigeria. I personally, anytime I travel out of Nigeria, by the time it's getting to 5 days out of Nigeria, I want to go back. You know, I mean, I don't know what the fascination is. It's a good country. You know, I mean, we should strive. We should do our possible best to build a country that our children and grandchildren will be proud of. We have so much that can make for a good country. We have very good people everywhere, whether you are Igbo, Hausa, Fulani, Yoruba, or Junkon, or TV, or whatever. Nice people, you know, great culture, you know, intelligent people that are, you know, those ones who have found themselves outside Nigeria are doing us proud. They are doing, you know, great things, you know. So why can't we then bring all of that effort together and build a great country? I know that it is possible. It will happen. And Nigerians should just recommit themselves to a united Nigeria. The idea of saying we want to break up, we want to leave Nigeria, leave to go where? I mean, come to think of it, you know, tomorrow if we have a Yoruba country, there will be difference between a Egbaman and a Ekiti man. They will tell you, Obasanjo has become president, D has become vice president, Ochibajo has become vice president, Ekiti has not been president, has not been vice president. Then there will be all this tangle, the kind of one that's going on between south and north. If it is not true, there will be northeast and northwest. Even among Igbos, you know, even in the Enugu state, you hear, or Anambra state, you hear of Wawa, you hear of this and all kinds of divisions. There are divisions everywhere. The Niger Delta, you know, if we say we want to separate, that will go in tatters, you know. In the Middle Belt alone, there are close to 350, you know, tribes. People are fighting every day, you know, in Taraba, the Christian versus Muslim, Jukun versus the rest, and all of that. So there will be no end to this tribal wars, tribal suspicion, tribal hatreds. Let us build a great Nigeria. Let us build a Nigeria we all can be proud of. And that's my position. And that's my appeal to our fellow citizens.